Hello everyone and welcome to Banished with Night Ghost 49. Now I'm doing this will be kind of a mini-series. This will be the in-between. We're waiting for the update to come in from Colonial Charter. The beta has been very tightly kept with Black Liquid. Hopefully they see the videos and hopefully they see these and know that I would love to be a part of that. But if you guys are interested in seeing any of the progress on the beta version of, I believe it's going to be 1.6 of Colonial Charter, go over to Biff's channel, and he's been doing some videos on it as well. So I'm going to do this in the meantime, because I miss Banish, and I think it'd be fun to kind of play a little bit and get ready for the next Colonial Charter update. It looks huge. It's going to be a great addition. I'm really excited about it. But let's go ahead and we'll just create another map and just start getting going on this bad boy. My goal is to just grow as quickly as possible. I'm going to go with a large terrain size. I'll do valleys. Fernvillo? What should we name this? Trussix? I like that. Trussix. Why not? And we'll go with fair climate. I will go with disasters on and starting conditions easy. Now, the reason why I'm going to go with easy, I'll go ahead and hit start. I don't want to kind of wade through the hard stuff in the beginning. Like, I know how to do it. It's not that big of a deal, to be completely honest. That sounds a little arrogant. That's not the point. The point is, we know how that works. It's not that big of a deal. It just adds more time in. So I'm not going to do that. I would like to start with a little bit of food. We're going to start with some animals, extra people, some houses, and storage. So I'm really psyched about that. So we can get things rocking and rolling. Now, I will admit it's been a long time since I've actually played. Oh my gosh, cows. Now, we're not going to get milk from these. Remember, that's from the Colonial Charter mod. So there's actually several things that we're not going to have in here. I'm kind of reminding myself of that because I tend to forget. But let's first take a look. I'll zoom out here just a tad. This is not the best start ever, but we can really work with this. I think I'm going to make this circle area right here. We're going to do this as our gathering, forestry, and hunting. And then I can do a little farm here, and then our ranch maybe right over this way as well. So that's going to be my plan. I think first off, let's go ahead and tell them to collect the stone right here, collect the iron right here, and just a handful of these trees because we're going to clear those out. So I'm going to let this run at 5 times speed just for now until I get a few things set up and ready to go. First thing, we do need extra storage. So we're going to go ahead and just do another stockpile. We're okay on housing, but food is the biggest issue. And I think here's the... I'm conflicted, right? And let me tell you why I'm conflicted. I want to do the farming first so that we can get that up in the beginning of the season. Because right now it's still early spring. So actually, you know what? The only problem with that, though, is that it does take somebody to work it. And I would rather have a lot of people free to build. We'll do a 10 by 10. And, oh, potatoes. That's actually fantastic. I'll put one person on that. We'll just do one person for now. So not a big deal. Let's do 5. I had that on 2 times speed. Silly night ghost. Let's do a gatherer's hut here with the hunting cabin, and then we will also queue up the forester's lodge as well. So a friend of mine, and if you're watching this, my friend, I won't say your name because I don't know if you want me to, but he's been playing this as well, and he's really loving Banished. He's a developer. We talk about mechanics and stuff together. In case he doesn't already know that, I thoroughly enjoy chatting with him about those things. We used to work together at Game Studio. And I consider him a good friend. So, hello, bud. How are you? And we were talking about the different mechanics here because he's like I said, he's a great developer and he's got some really good ideas. And he's been developing things that I will hopefully be able to show off at some point. But we were just talking about different mechanics today and yesterday, and it just I just got the itch, right? Like I'm just like I must play Banished, and so I thought I would do this in the interim. This'll end when the next Colonial Charter mod does come out, so just so everybody knows that's kind of how it's going to roll. But I think we're okay with that, right? I mean, we all knew that that's kind of the way this was going to happen. I was hoping for the update to come out sooner, but I think that Black Liquid had already been working on the next update, and they have a lot of content in there as well, and I think it's a really good idea that they're just wanting to roll that into the update to the game as well. So just in case you didn't know, the game was updated. It's not just the mod is being updated. No, the game itself was actually updated. I'm going to go ahead and put 8 workers here. Okay, I'll drop it down to 6. I just want these to be finished as quickly as possible. This one's going to be extremely important because the woods are not done, right? Or done. They're not ready. Like we need this whole area completely good to go before the gatherer's hut, the hunting cabin, or anything can actually technically be effective, if that makes any sense. Now, as I always do, I'll just go ahead and make that 50k, so we've got enough food going in there. We've got ourselves a pasture for cattle. All 7 of them do fit in there. We'll put 1 person there to work that. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. No, there's 8. Oh, no, there's 8. I guess I could split them off right away, huh? You know what? Let's just do that. I didn't even think about that. I'm going to cut into the tree line here a little bit, right? But I don't think that's going to hurt things too much. Okay, let's take a look at resources. And we're going to need to do firewood here soon. It is late summer. I think for now, I need to cut down some trees. By the way, this episode's going to be half an hour. I thought, we'll start this one off right. I'll do a half an hour bit. I normally keep them to 15 minutes, but I think it'd be fun. And I've missed it. And I know you guys have too. We've all kind of missed Banished. It's such a fun game, such a great series. Developers are fantastic, so I thought it'd be fun to do that. So let's clear out all the stuff around here to make life a lot easier for these guys to actually start putting in trees. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put 4 people on this right now. Cattle. Another person working that. And we can't split it. Now there's only going to be 1, and I need 2. I can have 8 here. You know what? Let's actually empty this. They'll have all 8 here. I won't work this, and there we go. You know what? We built that for later. That's an investment for later on down the road. Okay, now a couple things that we do need, and I just have to remember where all of them are. Okay, there we go. The wood cutting block. Let's go ahead and rotate that. Plop that in right there. These are already maxed. We'll expand them, I think, next year, or see where the food is, because right now we're at 500 food, and a good chunk of that was from the potatoes that we just harvested. 700 potatoes. A lot of people have brought them into their home because we don't have a market yet. So that's pretty awesome. I'm loving that start. I'm tempted to start building homes now, but at the same time, I would like to hold off on that and do what I always do, right? We like to build up our structures first to kind of get things in place before we really do that. So let's see. Can I build a fishing dock here? Okay, let's do that. How are we doing on resources? Okay, we're doing all right. Can I build a mine here? It doesn't look like it. No. Okay, so we're going to need... Oh, there's mine. This would be perfect for a mine, actually. And then we could probably do a quarry. No, I don't want to do a quarry here. This is a perfect spot for trading and fishing and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a quarry, like, right over here. We'll spread that out. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good idea. Now, I really need this to be finished, the woodcutters. But I've queued up bringing in a lot of different resources, so we'll let that finalize. We're down to 100 firewood. Nah, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and get that increased priority so they'll actually work on that. Whoa, stockpiles are almost completely filled up. I think we'll do stockpile here as well. I don't have to clear anything. That's fantastic. Alright, so the Forester Lodge has been clearing off stone and stuff. Also bringing in some logs. Gatherer's Hut's not going to bring us in a ton. So, and I really should have put more people on that now that I think about it. I didn't think about that at all. I was banking on this way more than I probably should have, honestly. So the crop field definitely saved us on that. I don't think we had to slaughter anything here. Not yet. Not yet. I don't think I'm going to split that yet until I get some other stuff balanced out. And then we'll let this continue to be worked. In reality, we could make a ridiculous amount of food by just putting down a ton of these crop fields and just rocking and rolling on potatoes and beans and stuff like that. Okay, so we will be going with the firewood economy right away. But that means this start's going to slow us down because the Forester Lodge is not in an optimal spot. I think south, I think all this open area is really going to help us out for doing that. So we'll probably expand out that direction first. Let's go ahead and put in some roads. There we go. Finish those off. Now I do have disasters on. So we need to remember that, and I need to make a well. I've got enough stone right now to do that. I might as well go ahead and... Might as well. The puns. I might as well go ahead and do that. I don't know if it's really a pun. It's more like a direct joke. We are bringing in a decent amount of venison, actually. And I just upped that to 2 from 1. And then I think it's time to maybe build some houses. I don't know. Let me think. I've got this on speed 10. What we need to do is build up industry first so we can buy everything like crazy. With that being said, let's go ahead and do a bridge. These waters look troubled. Over there. And then we will also do a bridge here. Okay, so we're going to cross both of these sections. Hopefully that doesn't weird things out. It might, because if I finish one, they might start walking all the way around. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. Now, I do need a blacksmith shop here soon, and a tailor shop to make clothes, but not the biggest priority at the moment. Right now, we can focus on clearing out some more of these resources, making sure we've got what we need to finish things off. Here we go. Okay, the fishing hut is done. Let's go ahead and connect this up. Water well is done. Soon I'm going to need to do a hospital. So we'll be able to get that up and going so nobody gets sick and we don't like kill everybody off. But let's see. We're going to need a lot more people. Let's go ahead and check in. We've got plenty of people that can pair off and start having kids in like a year. Actually, some of them are going to go ahead and do it now. I think stone houses are going to be better for the long haul. And I've got a decent amount of stone around here. So I think let's go ahead and just invest in it. I'm fine with that. Let's do 2 and leave it at that. We do need more stuff built than we need stuff hauled. So, come on, guys. Let's finish that up. I know it's my own fault. I did it. I did it to myself. There we go. Also, I want to give a shout out to somebody that didn't ask me at all to do a shout out, but I like what he's doing. And his name is Noble Rambler. And if you search him on YouTube or through Google, his page will come up. He's a new YouTuber. Nice guy. And he kind of does some content similar to mine. And he's got a kind of chill vibe to the way he does Banished and the way he does Kingdom. He's doing Kingdom as well. So just a shout out to him. He seems like a really nice guy. I've only had one little Twitter conversation with him. And anyway, go check out his channel for sure. He seems pretty cool. So we do have this done. Let's see, is anybody running over here? I don't see it yet. Oh, it's finished. Well, there we go. All right, now that that is complete, they're going to work on doing these once they're done gathering certain resources. So those are a little full. That's not bad. This is nowhere near full. Okay, we're doing good. And I've got a decent amount of wood as well, even with this not being completely finished. We're still bringing in a good amount. I do have 4, which is a lot. Normally I only have a couple, unless we're like full bore going crazy and having like several of them. I don't usually have that much. Just taking a little drink there. Oh, one of the houses are finished. Fantastic. I'm not going to crank this up like crazy yet until I get more forestry stuff going up. Because normally I do this and have the entire economy built off. Look at how much firewood was taken. Oh, it's because of these 2. And it's going into autumn, so people are probably starting to use that even more. You don't see smokestacks because I have a mod that turns that off, just so you know. I thought that was prudent in regards to frame rate, because you guys know I had some issues with frame rate as the cities got larger and larger with the mods we're using with Colonial Charter. So I've made the decision to go ahead and just have that right away in our build, so we don't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a road. I want it to really hug the mountain and not here, in case I want to build something along the coastline. Now another thing that I'm going to do that you want to think about is putting the stockpiles closer to these kind of areas so they can just come here, drop it off. I could just put it right there, but I don't mind them taking a little bit of extra effort and coming down this way. Let's check the houses here real quick. One person could pair off. Let's see. Oh, we've got one couple that we could encourage to move in together, right? To get married. Let's go ahead and put that in right there. We'll just do the one. I want to kind of closely manage that at first. Normally, you guys know I just like throw them in. That tends to get me in trouble from time to time. How are the cows doing? Okay, we do have 16 leather, a bunch of beef. They have butchered a cow, which is fantastic. We'll split them off here soon. I think once we get a couple more people, I could do another crop field. and we'll have plenty of food. Because right now we're hovering in that 500 range, which isn't bad, but we're expanding. But we're expanding and keeping up with it. I think that's the key. We've got a lot more food in for the Gatherer's Hut. One, that's because I doubled the amount of people on here, but two, the trees are starting to come in. Now the Forester is doing even more work. Those trees are starting to come in even more. Actually, part of that is they've already planted everything they can plant, and they've started to chop down trees as well. So, just so you know. I do need to put in a another storage barn here soon, but I'm going to hold off on that for a moment. These guys did pair off. There we go. And we're close. Look, 8 years old. So we're grouping these guys off quickly enough to where they don't stagnate or anything like that. Okay, so next step, we have to grow these dudes, but we also need a quarry as well. I think I will build it and not touch it until it's needed, because I would like to trade through it, if that makes any sense. You guys usually, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. I want to trade as much as I can. Now in Colonial Charter, you can upgrade, if you triple upgrade your quarries, you don't have to worry about that. They become infinite mines because you make them deeper and deeper. Well, with the base game, that's not the case. So you have to be careful, because you can outmine. You can mine yourself out of iron, and you can mine yourself out of quarried stone. So I trade for those things constantly, and it's not hard. It's actually very balanced in the base game. There's definitely some level of complexity when you add in the Colonial Charter mod. But anyway, so that's something to keep in mind as well. We can't use the exact same tactics, but we do have some similar tactics. I'm just going to grab some more wood here. And by wood, I mean stone. Those are not at all related unless it's a petrified forest. And then there we go. As you can see, there's not a whole heck of a lot of iron that's close. There's a tiny, oh wow, there's a tiny bit right there. There's a tiny bit over here. I'm going to not queue that up because I do have them working on the mine and also the quarry at the same time. I do have 2 people fishing. So this fishery is doing really well. The fishing dock, I should say. I just call things random things like there's ranches and stuff, right? I think what we're going to do, we've got 1,000 food. The fishery's helping with that. I think it's time. I don't want to rely on the leather too much because we've got a decent amount to start with. And if we do it now, we'll help ourselves out in the future. So let's hit work. Let's assign one person here. Oh, and I can't split it? Okay, well, that is very disappointing. Because 4 and 4 would be perfect. Crap. Yeah, I can't split any of this. I can't even empty this. Okay, let's just watch it and wait. Okay, that's fine. We'll work on that. Okay, we also need a tailor shop as well. We'll put that right next to the blacksmith just for funsies. So both of those are in there. We've got a decent amount of wood. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the limit here to 400. And then the iron. We're a little low on iron, but we're extremely low on tools, and we cannot let that happen. So I'm going to put one person here. Logs and iron will be used. We're going to keep watching this. I want to make sure we split this off in time. And then we'll get the tailor shop doing its thing as well. We do have some extra laborers, which is good. We've got the quarry being finished, and then also the mine over here, which I think is supplied. Okay, good. It is supplied. Good. And we can select the resource that we want it to work. And I want it to start bringing in iron, and I'm going to put 2 people on that so we can start bringing in a lot of iron. Oh, we're at the limit. No, we are not. There we go. Got to manage those limits. Okay, so next season, I think what I'm going to do is build some roads out here. In fact, I'll just do it right now. Let's build some roads. We're going to build some farms. And really amp up our food production so that we can expand without being worried about food resources. So that's kind of my plan. This does need to be finished. The quarry needs to be finished as well. Keep in mind, no one is out here. This is just going to take time. I could pause this, honestly, but I'd rather have them work a little bit on it and get that done. Let's check and see. We've got 2 boys, 1 girl, 2 girls, 3 girls, and 3 boys. Okay, we could do some more houses. I think I'm going to start with 1. We'll just do the 1 for now because it's winter and I don't want the fuel to be an issue, like the firewood to be an issue, and then also the food to be an issue because we don't have a market, so they just take as much as they can and bring it into their home, which I don't blame them, but at the same time we need to make sure people don't starve. So that's a different game, Night Ghost. Let's do a 15 by 15 by 10, just because of the space that we've given ourselves here. And then I will do another, whatever. We'll just go with these weird numbers. 15 by 10 works for me. So we're building this, which that is being finished so fast. The resources are really close. Holy crap. All right, perfect. They're working here. Now remember, we need to... I always like to do this. I always like to have at least one, maybe two houses out here near these shops, because they already work here. It actually creates a great deal of efficiency if they are. I'm really tempted to put a stockpile here, but I can put homes here, so I might actually hold off on that. This is getting a little bit fool. It's getting a little bit foolish. No, it's getting a little full. Bringing in just a tiny bit of iron, not a ton, but that's not a massive concern right now. Is this quarry done yet? Looks like it's cleared and they're supplying it, so that's good. That's really good. So that's going to be three resources being taken away for building. I really would like these cleared out very soon, but it looks like they're going to finish off the tailor's hut. So I'll be patient. Let's just be patient, because I have 14 jobs worth of builders out. I'll be patient. We'll take a drink. A drink in your honor. I'd like to start doing mead too, because that stuff sells really well. Oh, look at that. It's already done. I think I'll cap this at 2, and I'll cap this at 1, because I think 1 here is perfectly fine. That's a decent amount I get. Actually, that's not the most it could be. That's okay. Be all that you can be. Why don't we do some beans for some food diversity? And we'll go ahead and put another person on that. Both of these will be worked for the summer. We'll do this one maybe next season. I don't know. They're clearing that stuff really quick, actually. Hold on. If we can finish this, I'll pull a builder off, and I'll have them work this. And we'll do more potatoes. Potatoes are going to be better anyway. In my mind, potatoes are just more hardy, and they're just, I don't know, they're better, right? Potato. One more person working that. So we've got 1 here. Oh, we need another. Do we need another worker? Okay, there we go. We'll do 2 and 2. So these guys are all, there's 2 there, there's 1 here, and 1 here. You know what? That's fine. I don't even care. I'm just excited that we're going to get a ton of food, which means we need a place to put it, so we're going to have to build ourselves another barn. Finish off those roads. Okay, so this is done. The tailor's workshop is done. I don't have enough people. And this is done, but I don't have enough people. So let's hold off on working both of those. And let's build some houses. And then also, let's flip those. Let's do housing, and then also another barn. Now, like I said, I think we've got 2 more groups of people that can split off. So we'll do the 1 here and see who jumps ship, right? Our logs are doing really well. Okay, those guys are good to go. And let's have someone live right there behind the woodcutter's hut. Okay, they did plant this stuff. So potatoes are in. Beans are in. We're getting a good yield. It is early summer already, and they're already at the point where they're like going to start pulling in food. So the barn's over here. I feel like I was going to build it over here because of the fish. We're going to bring in a ton more food over this direction. So why don't I wonder if I could fit 2 of those in here. If nothing else, I could fit another house, I think. You know what? Whatever. We'll just do it long ways and see how that rolls. Okay, so this is almost done. Are people in there? Oh, we've only got 1. Gosh, I don't want to get in the whole... You remember how that is where they don't move in? We've got an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 7-year-old. You general. What's his profession? You're gonna be waiting for a little bit, bud. Okay, we are maxed out on our tool limit, which is 50. So I would normally beef that up, but we don't have the population to really keep iron coming in at a constant rate and logs. So, and that's a good amount every year. Like I'm not, you know, scoffing at that. Look at the forest though. Oh, we built this house. Okay, I'm sitting here going, seriously, what the heck happened? That's what happened right there. Okay, so the 2,000 limit here is good. I think we can go ahead and just up that to 4. Yeah, that's good. Now, we don't have any clothing, but I'm just not that concerned about it right now. We do need to start getting some herbs in soon, but again, that's another thing that I think once our population jumps up, we'll be able to support even more. So something that's kind of noticeable, and it kind of bothers me, so I apologize. My mouse is much louder because my other one failed on me, and I'm using a different mouse, and it's kind of loud. It's like click, 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 click. If you didn't notice, and you just now did, because I said something, I'm sorry about that. But it's annoying. It's real annoying. I'm going to go ahead and up that to 600. Let's start getting our stockpile ready to go. Okay, good. We've got both of these done. We're doing good on tools. We're doing good on, well, clothes. We don't really have any of that going. We're doing good on having all these connections ready to go. Okay. Can I split you guys? Can I split any of this? This is silliness. This is silliness. I'm gonna tear this down. Yeah. I'm gonna just take it down. Ah, that's frustrating. And I think it gives us some resources, doesn't it? I'll do houses here or something else. I really don't know. Maybe we'll do the church or the town hall. There we go. I know words, I promise. We need to build out this way so the quarry can be stocked up with peeps. So let's go ahead and make a stockpile here in anticipation of the quarry and just other expansion. So we'll get that built. Do we have a decent amount of leather? You know what? Let's build the dang town hall. I hate just looking at stuff randomly. Like clicking on the buildings kind of bothers me. You know what? Let's tuck it away like this. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a fantastic idea. Oh, we need the school too. There's so many things that I've just forgotten. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got extra people now. Look how much food we have. 1,500. That's not as much as I thought it would be. That's actually horrible. Why? I know we have more people, but seriously? Okay, well fine. You know what? Let's max out the Gatherer's Hut, because we all know that the Gatherer's Hut is completely OP. That thing is like super strong. It's ridiculous. And you know what? Because we need it, let's get some hide coats going. Some quality of life upgrades over here, ladies and gentlemen. We do have cattle. We could start expanding that here soon. You don't want to just have them in one place anyway, because if they get a disease or a blight, that will really mess you over. And let's go ahead and put one more person in farms. So we've got 2, 2, and 1 down here at the bottom. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at inventory. Yeah, we've got 80-something leather. And we're bringing in leather with the cattle, which isn't a ton, but that's a lot of food. And then we're bringing some in from the hunting cabin as well. Now, in this house at the top, did they already pair off? They did not. And there's people to pair off with. Okay. I think we need to initiate that a little bit by building another house or something. Like, let's do... Yeah, let's just build another house out there. That'll be fine. And then we can have somebody work the quarry. Let's put that at 2,000 like we always do. You know what? Let's go full bore on firewood. Let's just get the economy up and going like we want it to. Let's build a road out here. Let's just not mess around. We've already got 4 people working the other one. We can overlap a little bit and still be very efficient. And then say, just screw it and just put another house out here. And we'll build the other food resources around here too. But let's get these in here. We'll clear out this stuff. We'll give ourselves some more resources that we can gather. We'll put another stockpile right there. Okay, we'll let that build. This house just finished and people did pair off. Very good. Since we're going to clear more resources, I'm not going to get anybody on the quarry still. Some people might kind of doubt that decision and think it's kind of silly, but I don't know. I think it's a good one. I do have the well in here. I could do some wells elsewhere. Crops are growing very nicely. How is our fishery doing? Well, they were 2 people brought in 1,000. MVP. Jeez. Let's look at the graphs. Oh, delicious graphs. Let's go with 5 years. Food. Wow, we dipped hard. Wow. Wow, that sucked. Okay, that's not good. Gatherer's Hut. Good. Look at you. Let's have another hunter. Wow. Okay, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, fine. Fine. I've been convinced. We'll build all of our things out here. Whatever. Which means we need more houses. Which means we need more everything. Blarby, blarby, blue. So I'm going to go ahead and put this at 1,000. We'll build another wood chopper as well. Like I said, I just want to go full bore and get this industry rocking and rolling right now. Why am I building that here? Pause. You know what? Let's quit invading our own place and shooting ourselves in the foot, right? Let's build that up over here somewhere else. There we go. We'll build that up here. Okay, so we're a little low on stone. We're okay on iron, doing very well on logs. We've got a little bit of coats. That takes time. And by time, I mean they made a lot, and a lot of people put the coats on. You know what? That probably helps. That's going to help us with some efficiency as well, because people need coats to stay warm. They can stay out and work out longer. They like to work out. You know what? And let's put a school into. That's going to shoot us in the foot a little bit for growth, but that is going to exponentially help us. Like it's just going to work in our favor. Let's put 2 more people here. We've got the gatherer's hut. We're going to want to make sure a lot of people work on that. Stone is low, and I just queued up a bunch of stone to be picked up. And some iron. Fantastic. Hunter's cabin there. Okay. I think we're doing fine. The food situation has worried me a little bit. I'm trying to be really aggressive, but I don't know. This is going to be interesting. The fact that we're only bringing in 600 is just kind of worried. Or 800. Okay, 800 is a little bit better. Okay, that's way more productive. Okay, good. Good. All right, so that's doing a lot better. The charts are going to go up at some point. Year 1, we had a lot of food. We ate a lot of food, too. Stored textiles. Oh, that's a nice little update. I didn't notice that. Huh. Cool. We can look at production, food. We produce more than we eat still, so that's good. That's very good. Kind of important. Let's go ahead and put in a couple more people here, and then a couple more people here. And then we're back to the 2 and 2 situation with them clearing all this out. So the Forester Lodge is going to work on planting a ton of trees, start bringing in a lot of logs. This guy was very efficient last year, or the end of this year. We're going to get almost 400 logs out of this thing. Well, 350, so not too bad. But the fuel limit has been... No, it has not been reached. I'm looking at the logs. I'm not looking at the fuel. I think 1... You know what? Let's just get this up and going. Or not. I need our children to be taught. Okay, so now's the point where I just kind of sit back a little bit and make sure everything's working like it should. Holy crap, it has already been 30 minutes. Well, I think this is a good place to go ahead and cut it off. Really, we've got some very good growth. As you can see on the charts, we're bringing in a ton of food. We're producing more than we eat. And we've been pairing people off so they can have... Well, that guy is living by himself because he's the general. We've been pairing people off, and they're starting to have kids. All in all, I think we're doing well. So I've been really excited to jump back into this. This will be a little mini-series until Colonial Charter hits. Heck, if it hits tomorrow, then we did one video and we had fun. Not too worried about it. So thanks, everybody, always for your support. I do appreciate it. Like I said, definitely go check out the Noble Rambler. He seems like a really cool guy. And also, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. Do all the things that we asked you to do before because it really helps me out. Helps out the series. Helps out the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Later.